Well, I'm not getting outside in that mess. Trying to take 3 or 4 videos and then see if I can't combine them all together before I upload them to YouTube. This is the end of Reed Point Road and Fisher's Landing. Looking down the river. That's actually a portion of, this is Fisher's Landing area. You can see more and more of them shoals popped out of the water. Alright, it's about 40, stop it. This is sitting at the end of, I'm down in Orleans Ave, Circle Drive area. That's looking out toward, that's Tinker Island right there. The water depth from here all the way out to Tinker Island and all up in here is probably about 3 to 4 feet right now. And then, well, I dropped some places to about 2 feet. I used to live directly behind where I'm at. You just see how bad the wind is. Alright. Down at Chalks Marina. Really on a bad angle, kind of show anything. The problem is this stupid phone doesn't zoom in. Alright, David, don't back up anymore. Well, back up a little more. It doesn't really show anything. This is at Pier 65. This is also where you can have guest parking if you want to take a trip over to Bluff Island. This is a boutique. Looking back at Clayton Marina there. The river's kind of not too rough back up in this little sound, this little bay area. Angle it over this way and capture a glimpse out to Bluff Island. Somebody still has their boat there in the water. Most of the other boats are lifted up. Alright, let's go find another spot. Alright, turn off my wipers. Alright, this is heading out on Washington Island. Let's see if I can stop and get some of the marsh. Oh, I really need to learn to carry a professional camera. If this turns into anything decent, it's only going to be by sheer luck. Oh, poor ducks. They are just having a miserable day right now. "42 seconds. Yep. This is just miserable out here right now. Looking out toward Grindstone. Alright. Turn it off, see if I can get a better view elsewhere. Again, coming off of Washington Island. Alright, let's head over to Frink Park and then toward Antique Boat Museum. Get a better view. It's hard to really see the wind just whipping across. the water right now. Ducks went leeward so that they could get out of that wind. Oh, look at the swans out there. Are those Canadian geese? Those Canadian geese. I don't know why I said swan. I said swan because I'm stupid. Yeah, they're beautiful. Poor duckies though. Used to raise ducks when I was a kid. Alright. Alright, that's looking out toward Calumet Island. Governor Island right there to the left. Down here at Frink Park. You can just see whitecaps out on the water. It is just ugly. Almost looks like down that way, which is actually Wolf Island down there. It's actually Canada. That part looks like it's starting to clear up, but I think the system's coming this way, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now this is on Bain Street, which is just off of Riverside Drive. To my left over this way, keep going around the corner, would be RJ Marina. And again, that's another view right there of Governor and Calumet. Just see the river just ripping down, whitecaps on it. This is an area over here that actually is pretty much, you kind of want to stay away from this as you're bringing your boat out around the corner. You don't want to be coming in too close over here. It's a pretty shoaly area. I don't even see the shoal marker floating out there. So, alright, let's head toward like either RJ Marina or Boat Museum. And this is looking back up in the area where the Antique Boat Museum is. You can see two boats down in there. That boat right there is just getting tossed back and forth. Even this far inland, the waves are just coming in. And for those people that don't own boats, you can see the purpose of owning really good boat balls or boat buoys. They go by different names. And I learned when I got mine that you have to hang that thing at just the right height so that, one, so it doesn't tear the underpinnings of the dock, depending on what kind of dock you got it on. But then two, you also want to make sure that it's protecting the metal and the hull itself, so that as you see it slamming in against like that, those boat buoys, those boat balls, actually have some type of, it's not air, but it's a gas that's inside of some of them. Not all of them do, okay? And it really protects it as it goes back and forth. All right, that one right there is just definitely getting hammered though. You wouldn't want to do that very long, but we shouldn't have to be dealing with waves and wind this long. I'm gonna have to try and edit some of this video because I'm just babbling, it appears. It's just another good view of the waves coming in down into the Antique Boat Museum. Down on this level right here, got a boat tied up right there. That's the Scared Stiffer. That's her name. Alright. She's just rocking. She's just taking it from the front and the rear. That's a boat that's kind of like mine, although mine's a little bit bigger. but it almost has the same design. You can tell. In fact, it almost looks like a Miramar Century, but that's a Sea Ray boat. All right. And then you see a Boston Whaler back there behind her. The wind is just rocking my truck right now. All right, let me go to the other end of Antique Boat Museum and look out where the Last Chance is at. This is down here where the Last Chance is at. That's our town fireboat. You can tell she is just getting hammered right now. Down at the end of the Antique Boat Museum, and to my port side, or to my left, is the Islander, beginning of the Islander Marina. And it's just choppy as all get out there.